I am going to become a realtor. I say realtor, but a lot of people say it's realtor. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hey, what's up? I'm Hannah. In today's video, it may have come as a surprise in your inbox. The time has actually come to make it a thing and make it happen because now I'm telling the world on YouTube and you guys. So even though this may seem out of nowhere, it has some backstory, I promise. And so in this video, I'm kind of just gonna tell you guys what the backstory of it is, why I decided to go into real estate, what my plan is, because I do still have another year of college, and how I'm going to balance another thing on my plate, do all of that, kind of explaining the whole backstory, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. So a little bit of backstory, like I said, this isn't a new idea that I had like this month. I actually have always said if, my business thing didn't work out, or I decided I didn't want to be a YouTuber full-time, like I could really see myself in real estate or interior design, because my dad is a home builder. He's been building homes for like 25 years, and he builds luxury homes in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where I'm from. And they have been saying, Hannah, we think you can make a really good realtor. It's a great way for you to make good money as soon as you graduate, because I have my dad's business at the disposal. I can start by working with him, learning, about his homes, and at first just start working with selling his homes. So dad, my father, will be my only client. As I'm learning in my course, that's something you always have to disclose. So don't think I'm like not going to disclose that I'm the realtor for my dad. Always will be disclosed in transactions. But it's a great way to keep the business within the family. My parents will have access to MLS and all the stuff that realtors have access to that people who do for sale by owner do not have access to. And I also love marketing and social media, and a huge part about being a modern real estate agent is obviously knowing how to market a home. Right now the market's really hot, and so houses are selling without much marketing needed because people are just moving, especially to Tennessee, Nashville, and Knoxville. But when the time comes and the market slows down, I'll have my years of experience of digital marketing to put towards marketing these houses. And so it all kind of seemed to align. And I started thinking about this back in November. It was Thanksgiving weekend. I brought the idea up with my family and my grandma, and I was like, I can really see myself doing this. Maybe this summer of 2021 is when I will take the time to actually get my license. And so I stuck with that idea ever since November. I was thinking throughout the school year, okay, this summer, I'm not doing summer classes. I'll work on my business, work on YouTube, and I'll work to get my real estate license. Now going into kind of what it all entails, that's like the backstory. Now talking about what it all entails, to get your real estate license, it's actually not that hard to actually get your license. To be a good realtor, I think it is hard to get the license. It's a low level of entry. I bought the course, I got it on a sale. It was about $300 for this online course. You can do it in person. You can do, I think it was 60 hours of an in-person class. It was like 2 weeks in the mornings to the afternoons of a class, and that just doesn't work with my schedule as much as doing online. I'm used to doing online classes because of this last school year. So I decided to do the fully do it by yourself online class. You go through little modules and pages and lessons, and it is about 60 hours of a course I take before I get my license, and then once I take the test, I take a 30-hour course after. So it's about 90 hours of an online course that you have to take. After that, you have training every year that you have to do, but just to get started, it's a 90-hour course. I paid about $300 for it, and then I'm going to try to finish this course by middle of July, and hopefully study for a few weeks and then take the state and national. It's a two-part exam. One part is the state test for Tennessee. The second is the national real estate test. Take that two-part test at the end of July, early August. Then what happens once you actually get your license, you still can't start selling real estate on your own. If you ever watched Selling Sunset, then you'll know this, but I love Selling Sunset. I know it's not going to be like that, don't worry. But you have to sign with a brokerage, and so I have to find a brokerage. I will probably find it in my local area and hang my license with that brokerage. Then you're like, well, Hannah, you're going to school end of August. Like, what are you going to do? So I'm going to approach the brokerage saying, you know, for this first year, I'm still a college student. I'm going to graduate in May. So I won't be full-time, you know, even in the same town as this brokerage. But what I am bringing you are the listings of my dad. The first, you know, 9 months, once I get my license in August through May till I graduate, I'm just gonna be listing 1 or 2 properties with my dad. I'll do it from Nashville. It's a 3-hour drive, so if I have a showing or I need to come into town one weekend, I can. I come into town anyway because my family and my boyfriend is here. So I will travel in, probably do a lot of work over Christmas break as well to get ready for the spring, and just sell, like, hopefully sell 1 or 2 houses while I'm in school. So it's not going to be that huge of a time toll. There are expenses I have to pay every month to my brokerage or to be a real estate agent, just expenses like for the office, even though I'm not using it. So that's the only downside, is I'll be paying these expenses even as a non-full-time real estate agent. But I think it's a good plan. I think it's manageable. I've obviously talked with my parents about this and they think it's going to be manageable. My mom also works for my dad, so if I need her to cover something real quick that she's allowed to do not as a licensed real estate agent, then she can cover that for me. That is kind of how I'm planning on being a real estate agent while being in a separate city of college. If I did college here at home, I think I could 100% be a realtor and do school. I actually have found some YouTubers, because I've looked up, you know, day in the lives of a real estate agent and such. I found girls online who are still in college full time in their hometown, and a realtor in their hometown as well, and they're able to do it. So I think if I was not living in Nashville, I could still do school from here and do that and do my business. But since I'm in Nashville, I'm gonna take it slow, and then in May when I graduate, kind of what the plan is to do my business, YouTube, and real estate full-time. That is 9-10 months out. 10? That's like 10. Plans could change, don't hold me to this. You know, I change ideas and things fast. But for now, that's kind of my plan, because I was like, I want to do YouTube and my business full-time once I graduate. But if I still wanted to live on my own, you know, have my own apartment, kind of live at the same quality of life that I am now, just being honest, like YouTube and my business at this point, I can't live off of it. And so I would have had to get some kind of part-time job or full-time job. I think I could do well in a 9-to-5 job. My internship that I did remotely was like a typical office, even though I wasn't in New York with them. I felt like it was a cool vibe. I think I could like it, but I'm just like, while I can kind of do my thing, while I'm, you know, still running my business and loving it, while I'm still doing YouTube and loving it, let me find a job and a career that allows me to do what I love still and have time, and also be able to make enough money and do what I love in real estate and be able to actually pay my bills and sustain my lifestyle. Not that I have any crazy lifestyle, but you know, you guys know how I live. I vlog my weeks. That's kind of the plan. And still, when I graduate in May and next summer, probably move back to Knoxville, live from home maybe if I don't want to get an apartment right away, and just make some money. And then kind of figure out, okay, do I want to move back to Nashville? With my Tennessee real estate license, I can go to Nashville and be a real estate agent in Nashville, which is a little bit of a different market, but I could still do that. I wouldn't have my dad's homes, but I could build a name for myself there. So there's a lot of options kind of once I graduate, obviously. I'm not tied down to a school or anything, but I'm like out of breath. And I do want to make videos about my journey now that it's a part of my life. You know, I make videos about my life, and so I think bringing you guys on this real estate journey could be really cool and something different, some new content for my channel. I am planning on creating a separate TikTok account just for my real estate journey and kind of to show that if people want that content on TikTok. But you'll probably see just this summer in my Week in the Lives me doing the coursework for the 60-hour course I have to get done first. It's like, ugh. Just to get through it and to be able to take that test. I'll do a whole probably like study video about the test. I may do a video once I get my license and pass the test of, you know, how it was. I don't know. I could do videos kind of all about that. And then obviously I could do videos of day in my life working as a real estate agent, you know, having open houses, touring homes, doing the paperwork side, all of that, which I'm gonna be honest, guys. I know I'm really excited. I'm talking really fast, but I'm also nervous. Just being honest, everything that I've done so far has revolved around me, like my YouTube channel, my business. I make the decisions. And I feel like when you're working with clients, when you're working with customers on such a big transaction like buying a house or selling their house or even a condo, like that's a lot of money at stake for them, and I do not want to screw up. Right now I look at contracts every week, but it's contracts about my Instagram stories. It's contracts about what link to swipe up with or put in the description box. It's not contracts for that $100,000 homes. Like, it's just gonna be another level. I'm gonna have my brokerage, you know, what I do reflects on my brokerage, reflects on my clients, reflects on my dad, and so it's a lot more pressure than anything I'm doing right now. I think I'm ready for it. You know, I'm gonna be 22 this fall, but right now it's just like all about me, and I'm excited but also nervous to do something where it's like such a big deal for someone else, like helping someone buy their first home or their $1 million home or whatever it may be down the line. So I am a bit nervous, but obviously I'm very excited for this kind of new chapter of my life. I think this could be the start of something exciting. And you know, if I do it this year and I don't love it, I can quit by next summer and figure something else out. So it's nothing that I'm like tied to. You're, as a real estate agent, I forgot to mention this, but you're kind of considered your own boss. As I've kind of learned the lingo, a lot of real estate agents call their work their business, because you're finding clients, you're prospecting people. If you're 100 commission based, like the brokerage isn't paying me an hourly rate, the brokerage isn't paying me a salary. So literally, if I don't make transactions, if I don't make sales or transactions, then I won't get paid through real estate. Thankfully, I'll have my business and YouTube on the other side, but real estate, you are working for yourself, and it's all your commission. It's all based upon how hard you work and, you know, what you can do. So I really like that aspect of it. It's very entrepreneurial. I think my entrepreneurship degree, because I am getting a degree from a business school, I think it's really going to help me not only with like the public relations side, the communication. I feel like I have the right personality to kind of be a real estate agent, and also just the entrepreneurial side, like hustling, and this is how you're going to set up your taxes, and this is how, like, I'm already doing all of that. And so I think that's not going to be too much of a transition, but I'm really excited for the transition. That is kind of it for this video that I wanted to talk about. It's just an announcement to those who haven't heard. I'm probably gonna wait and announce this, besides announcing this video, but I'm probably gonna wait and announce, like do an Instagram post and stuff to like get my license maybe. Thank you so much. This is fun to just chat about, and I will see you guys on Thursday for my new video. Bye, peace out.